Hi everybody, Rebel Crone here with you today. I'm going to do a little longer video because I want to talk about relationships. I want to talk about the challenges that many of us are feeling right now, and that there's nothing wrong with it. In fact, it's absolutely appropriate and it's perfect. For all you errands out there, all you people that are waking up to the system, waking up to seeing that things aren't working, are changing, like dramatic, fast changes that are happening inside of us. This is a blessed time, blessed opportunities. And let me tell you, these opportunities haven't always been available in this way. At 63 years old, when I was in my 20s, when I was in my 30s, heck, when I was a teenager, this information wasn't out there. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have ways of connecting. We could feel very much alone. Most of my life, I felt very much alone, meeting the challenges head on, meeting the challenges within me in a blank kind of way, and just trusting my intuition, trusting that I can figure this out. And by God, I did, but it was a lot of work. So right now we're in a blessed time where, yes, things are moving that much faster, but we are connected. There's so much more information and knowledge out there ready for you to tap into it. And I know that's exactly what you're doing, because if you're having struggles in your relationships, whether it's with your family member, with your closest of friends, or if it's with an intimate other person, and mostly that's where it really comes to focus, right? But no matter what that relationship is, if it's being challenged right now because you have been doing your inner work, you are changing. Well, let me tell you, that is absolutely appropriate. You can expect this. You can expect more of this. The question is, how do we handle it? So what I propose, number one, is not to cast any blame either direction. Do not cast blame on yourself. Just because it's not working now doesn't mean the relationship when it first started wasn't perfect, wasn't the right person to be with, wasn't exactly in harmony with where you were, because it probably was. It, after all, is a decision you made to get into it, and so is the best that you did given your circumstances and given what you know. Let me remind you, there's cycles within cycles. There's beginnings and endings. Well, I'd rather say this, there's beginnings and new beginnings. Things work in cycles. Some cycles are very short, some cycles are longer. Some cycles may last a few months, a few years, a couple decades, a lifetime. It's not for us to judge it. Just because we got in a relationship doesn't mean that it's supposed to be forever. That old notion, that's, let go of that one, which I'm sure most of you have. But the point is not to blame yourself because you are where you are right now. Be grateful, be happy. Oh my gosh, I am waking up. I'm seeing things I never saw before. And maybe I'm seeing what's not working about this partnership. And that is cool. That's a great place to be. Don't blame yourself for the past. And don't blame your partner for right now. Don't blame them because they're not seeing eye to eye with you, that they're not getting it. Maybe they're not waking up at all or as fast as you are. This not to cast aspersions on someone else. Remember, we allow people to have their own process. Know that they're beloved. They are an eternal being having their process in the world of form, in the time-space continuum. They're doing their thing. It just may not be aligning with you right now. So first thing, not casting blame on either side. To be in a place of graciousness, a place of love and understanding with it. And then I suggest is bringing it to your sacred space. Whether you want to call it your altar, the altar of your being, it may just be within yourself, or if you have a physical place that represents it, take it to a higher place. Take it to the place where you're connected to the immortal within, connected to your higher self, connected to divine love, however you want to frame that, to God. It doesn't matter the words you use. What I'm referring to is the place that's connected to the invisible truth of who you are. Connect in with that space. And that's exactly what you've been learning to do, right? That's the wake-up process, is coming in harmony with that higher self, that higher you. Well, bring this issue, bring your challenges, bring your questions, bring your heart and your mind and your emotions to that place, to that inner altar of your being. Bring it there and offer it up. Offer that challenge up. It's like, all right, how best should this work out? I want the best for me. I want the best for them. How best for this to happen? And then take time to kind of dream into a future timeline, future potentials about what would really be passionate for you, what would make you happy. This isn't working, but what would work? Have that in mind and bring that to the altar of your inner being as well. Bring I would really be, this is what I prefer. This is what I would be passionate about. Bring all of that to that place. And then what do? Let go. Let go of it. Let go. You've now harmonized yourself where you are with your higher self, with the invisible realm that loves you, which can actually understands the bigger picture of what works for everybody, what works for you, what works for them, just that bigger place. Bring the issue there. All your challenges, all your passions, all your hopes, all your dreams, let it go then. Offer it up. And then wait and see. Wait and see what happens. Be in integrity, be in your truth, but watch and wait for the opportunities and then seize on them. Maybe one of the opportunities that comes up is an honest conversation with that other person. I think that's always a great place to start, is being honest about it. No blaming on either side. Just honest love. This is where I am. This is what I'm feeling. This is what's going on with me. So the other person can understand it. Chances are they do know somewhere. They may know consciously. They may know they may or may not know consciously, but they will know in their hearts, whether they want to admit it or not, that things aren't working out. You don't know. You don't know if things are supposed to work out with that person or if they're not, if it's time to slowly, separate and move on. And it really doesn't matter, right? For me, it doesn't matter, because when things aren't lining up just how I want, and I'm not feeling that fulfillment and that alignment with where I'm going, I just know that that it's all going to work out one way or other. I just don't know the picture and the face of the persons that are going to be with me, the persons, however my world's going to look. I don't know the faces on it, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It could be this person, it could be that, but it's going to be perfect if I allow it. I don't know how much I can really stress is this process of allowing. Yeah, you can intend, and then you can get in the world and you can push energy forward. It's like, I'm going to create this reality. I'm going to dig in. I'm going to do this, this toxic masculine way we've been taught in the world is go out and seize the moment, seize all this stuff. But unfortunately, it's coming from, I'm going to push my will out there, and I'm going to force energy into a form that I wanted. No. I think there's another way of seizing the day for oneself, and it's not about forcing energy into a form that my machinations, I think this is going to be what's going to work perfectly. I'm over that. I don't know about you, but I've done that too much in my life. Oh my God. Elisa's will has run amok for a long time. And at the same time, I also, was in the process of learning of allowing. Now in my entering into my elder years, I am really honing in and focusing on and developing that inner connection of, I'm letting go, I'm setting my intentions, and then I'm letting go, I'm allowing the energies to move. And man, when I see that opening, when I see what's coming, then I seize the day. Then I work with the natural flow that's happening in my life, my natural passions. And oh my God, I know it's going to work out perfectly for me and for everybody and for the world around me. It'll work out perfectly because I'm working with the invisible realms. I'm working with my higher self, and all will be well. So that's the time to lean in. That's the time to seize the day. When you know which day it is to seize, what opportunity it is to seize, allow it to come to you and then go for it. So I hope that this is helpful to you, and I hope that for one thing, that you're not feeling so alone, that we are in this challenging time, and this whole thing on relationships is challenging a lot of people, and as it should. We're all undergoing tremendous amounts of changes. So that's good. How we deal with it, that's another story, right? So I wish for you that you just settle into being who you are right now, in honesty with yourself, and then as honest as appropriate with your world. Put it on your inner altar, see what happens, see what changes need to be made, and then have the courage to make them at the right time, and you'll know that. You will know that. Okay, so that's my message for today. This is Elisa, the Rebel Crone. If you like this video, please hit the like button, little thumbs up there, add a comment. I look forward to hearing from you. And as always, tell your friends or anybody you think would enjoy the content here. I would love to have them come on board. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on your notifications so you know when the next video is uploaded. And then I'll see you next time. Okay. Peace from within always. Best to you.